This guy writes here and he says, she unadded me after the first day. What should I do? Well, I'm guessing that first date didn't go too well then. He says, so I have been speaking to a girl for about a month now, and yesterday was our first date. I think it went well. Well, usually the guys do think it goes quite well, while the woman is thinking the complete opposite. We were teasing each other and have some light touching, and we agreed to have a second date next weekend at my place. So they're already talking about setting up a second date while still on the first date. Now it's completely fine if she brought it up, but I'm already getting the feeling this guy brought it up on the first day, and it just shows you're a bit needy, shows you're a bit desperate. You're like, oh, I've got to organise a second date before I lose her. I have to ask her right now and put her on the spot. It doesn't show a lot of confidence, dude. So don't bring up a second date while you're still on the first date. Take your time, relax, and a few days after your first date, that's when you can pop the question about organising a second date. And this second date, he says they're going to spend it at his place for the weekend. That's not a good sign either, because it doesn't even sound like on the first date you did anything more than just some light touching. So you go from just some light touching, then going on to a second date where she's probably thinking you want to sleep with her because you invited her over to your place. Do you see how it just doesn't quite match what's going on the first date? You're rushing into it way too much, and yeah, you're getting yourself all tied up here. Then after the date, I was going to send her a funny video on Instagram, but I saw she unadded me and unfollowed me on there. Wow, she really wanted to cut you off altogether and not see you again. That's pretty tough, especially when you take a girl out on a date. I'm guessing you probably pay for everything. The least she can do is say, hey, really appreciate your time, thank you for like buying me a drink, but hey, I don't think this could go any further, I wish you all the best. That shows good sign and good character from the woman. But if she's gonna like ghost you and unfriend you off everything and not give you any like decency to say it, then she has bad character, and you've actually dodged a bullet, bro. So I'd actually view this as a good thing that now she wants to get away from you, because yeah, you don't want to be hanging out with girls who do not have any good values. The only reason I can think of is that I teased her username, but she laughed and teased me back. It's nothing to do about you teasing her about her Instagram handle. This is about her just not liking you, and maybe you did say something that's made her feel uncomfortable and unsafe. But I think you probably just weren't her type, and she just didn't get a good vibe from you. And she, as she's quite young, I think it says actually somewhere in here that she's only 19. Due to her being young, she just thought it's easier for me just to unfriend you off everything instead of the adult way of letting you down a bit slowly. So again, maybe it's bad character from her, or it's just her youth, but either way, it's not good form from her. Now her reply times have gotten slower and a little drier. Okay, so she actually is still talking to this guy. But if she didn't enjoy the date, then why would she agree to another one? Well, she probably agreed to another one because you were right in front of her and you put her on the spot. That's probably why she said it. Her unfriending you now off Instagram, but still, it sounds like she still messaged you on text. Maybe she has a ex-boyfriend or other guys around and she doesn't want them to see that you're following her. Or maybe, yeah, she's just putting the first step of getting away from you, because a girl who's really into you, she wants you to be following her on everything. She wants to see what you're up to, she wants you to see what she's up to, and she's going to be all over you, bro. All I'm saying is, take this as a sign that she's losing a bit of interest in you, and if you are going to go out on a second date, plan it outside again, make it romantic, make it fun, and maybe don't just rush into inviting her over for a low effort second date, given that you've only done some light touching on a first date. He continues, he says, she still has me on Snapchat. Oh my god, they have Snapchat. How is Snapchat still going? Snapchat was a thing back when I was younger, and I hated it back then. I can't believe it's still going ahead. But yeah, if you're dating someone and they have Snapchat, you probably know they're probably a bit too immature for you. That's my viewpoint anyway, when I was dating. And she messaged me on there. Some of my mates think I should ask her about it, request to follow her again, but I think that's a bad idea. Yeah, no, I wouldn't delve much more into it. The only thing you should be doing is organising that next day. So stop with all these constant daily messages asking how the weather is. You want to throw a bit of mystery in. You don't want to have these meaningless conversations on text, boring her to sleep. The next message you send to her should be planning the second date. And then once the second date's planned, say, hey, can't wait to see you then, talk to you then. I feel like this guy's going to tongue tie himself and message her too much and make that attraction degrade even further than it already is. He ends it by saying it all doesn't make much sense to me, to be honest. Yeah, girls don't make a lot of sense, but once you've been on this rodeo a few more years, I think you'll get used to it. But any advice inside would be really helpful, thanks. Yeah, for me, just organise the next day. It doesn't sound like she's blocked you off everything, so you've still got a chance. But yeah, chemistry and the excitement is built when you're in person with each other. Don't over text like this guy's doing. Don't bring up a second date while you're still on the first date. And yeah, go in for the kiss, bro. If she's going to meet you for a second date, that shows she at least has some type of interest in you. So you need to try and initiate the kiss and get the sparks flowing, because this is going to come drier than the Sahara Desert at this point, because I can already see the writing on the wall. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.